These are the twisted remains of some 15 naval vessels leaking fuel and half sinking in a Syrian port. The Israeli military launched hundreds of airstrikes into Syria in the week that passed since the fall of President Bashar al-Assad's regime. Israel says the strikes targeting strategic weapons and military infrastructure are essential for its security, so rebel groups cannot use them. Rebel chief and de facto Syrian leader Ahmed al-Shara, formerly known as Abu Muhammad al-Jalani, calls that a false pretext. But he adds his group, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, or HTS, has no interest in engaging in a new conflict. The focus instead, he says, is on rebuilding the nation. The United States and other governments have designated HTS as a terrorist organization. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made an unannounced trip to the region this week and discussed the future of Syria.
As Syria transitions from the Assad dictatorship to hopefully a democracy, it does so in a way that, of course, protects all of the minorities in Syria, that produces an inclusive, non-sectarian government, and does not become in any way a platform for terrorism.
Neighboring Jordan hosted high-level talks this weekend expressing support for the transition process in Syria.
We all stand with Syria in this reconstruction phase to build a state that preserves the rights of all Syrians without exception, a state that respects its sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity so that Syrians can live in the security, peace, and stability they all deserve.
Despite the diplomatic push to rebuild Syria under new and more moderate leadership, Israel's defense minister says threats to his country remain. Since the end of the Assad family's 5 decades of rule, the Israeli military began occupying a demilitarized zone inside Syria that was created after the 1973 Arab-Israeli War. The European Union will meet this week to discuss engagement with Syria and the country's rebuilding. Arash, Arabasadi, VOA News.